comedian that you'll ever find in all of Houston. Let's keep it going for the notorious BFG! Woo! Real gangster right here, original gangster.
Anybody else here over 60? No, really? That doesn't have real. Oh, no. 60 kilos. Yeah, I'm Notorious BFG. That's not my real name. My real name is Ed, but I got tired of it because it's now associated with that male disaster known as erectile dysfunction, ED. So I didn't want to go through life having my first name associated with a disease. Now I know how my sister Chlamydia feels. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm 67 years old, had a heart attack in November. They fixed me up nice. But I don't get laid much. No, the most exciting thing about sex at my age is sneaking out without paying for it. But I do have my memories. 1977, Costa Rica, spring break. I managed to have sex with 13 people over the course of 3 days. Let's hear it for that. 13 people in 3 days. Maybe I shouldn't brag about it, though. I got arrested and gang raped in jail. Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it, though. I'll tell you what, I'm 67. I'm married right now. I've been married 32 years. But it's not my first marriage. It's actually my fourth. But I've never been divorced. How does that happen? My first wife died from eating poison mushrooms. My second wife died from eating poison mushrooms. My third wife
died from eating poison mushrooms?
Nah, fractured skull. She wouldn't eat the fucking mushrooms. But being married 32 years, I mean, you're going to eventually have, as wonderful a woman as she is, and much I love her, we fight from time to time. I mean, she's not a real extravagant person coming to me, I want the Louis Vuitton purse, anything like that. But she did come up to me and say, can I have $25,000 for a boob job? And I said, what, you want bigger boobs? She goes, yeah. I said, well, why don't you just rub toilet paper on your chest? She says, well, how would that work? I said, it worked for your butt? Bigger boobs. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this one. She said that when we fight, she once told me if I wanted to grow as a person, I needed to know how to embrace my mistakes. So I gave her a big hug. I knew I was in trouble and I had to do something, so I knew she wanted to go to Europe. So I went out and I got a map of Europe, and I went in the kitchen, put it on the wall, gave her a dart, and I said, honey, you throw this dart, and wherever it lands, that's where we're going to spend our next vacation. So next summer, we're going to spend a week behind the refrigerator. I laughed so hard when she threw that dart, I got into more trouble. So I said, I got to do something maybe a little drastic. You let me know if I went too far. I went out and I had I love you tattooed on my dick. I love you tattooed on my dick. She wasn't impressed. She said I was just trying to put words in her mouth. Anybody here Catholic? No Catholics here. Maybe I should have. Oh, there's one. Okay. Anybody taught by Catholic nuns or have any experience with Catholic nuns? No? Oh well, this may not go over, but let's try it anyway. Anybody see the movie Sister Act, the way the nuns dress? Yeah, okay, all right, you got it then. Well, I went to Catholic school, elementary school, high school, and yeah, the rumors are true. They did used to beat the shit out of us, but one time we were headed back from a field trip. We were just walking down the street. It was about 6 o'clock at night, and this guy comes out of a bar, sees the nun, goes up, punches her in the face, drops her to the ground, starts kicking her, and we're all just, kids. And we're just like, what are we going to do? And he finally stands over her and goes, "You don't look so tough now, do you, Batman?" Oh, we'll work on that one. In class, this was in elementary school. The nun asked the class, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" The little girl put her hand up and said, "I want to be a prostitute." The nun said, "What?" "I want to be a prostitute." "Well, that's unacceptable." "What, a prostitute?" And she said, "Oh, I think I said a Protestant." No? Okay, let's talk about my crazy family. My grandmother was a trip. She once bragged that she gave a hand job to Albert Einstein. Those of you youngins, I can substitute Stephen Hawking if you want. Okay. Well, either way, she used to brag about it. She said it was her stroke of genius. Yeah, we had to make a decision as a family regarding Grandma, whether to cremate her or bury her. We couldn't decide. So we just decided to let her live. Strangely enough, she died at 94, and throughout her life, she never needed glasses. Isn't that amazing? 94, never needed glasses. She always drank straight from the bottle. Now, when my grandma died, my grandfather was a little depressed, so my brother and I decided we should get him a little company for the evening. So we went out and hired a sex worker. He took her up to his apartment. He goes, "Wow, guys, who's your beautiful friend?" She says, "My name's Angelique. I'm here to give you super sex." And super sex. I thought back for a minute and said, "Okay, I'll take the soup." My dad, after having 4 children, decided to have a vasectomy. So he went in the hospital to have a vasectomy. Unfortunately, there was a complication. Yeah, they had to remove both his testicles. So they were a little concerned when he was going to wake up. So they woke him up and said, "Hey, sir, we're really sorry. Your vasectomy went fine, but there was a complication. We have to remove both your testicles." He goes, "Well, that's unacceptable. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue the hospital. But first, I'm going to break your jaw." And the doctor laughed and said, "You ain't got the balls." You like that one? Okay. Well, my sister was a librarian for a while, and one of the things that used to drive her crazy is when people took out books on suicide, they never brought them back. She also had a cat. Then she had a baby who was allergic to the cat, so she put the cat down. And I said, "That must have been horrible for you." And she said, "Yeah." But I was thinking, the cat was sleeping 20 hours a day. What's another 4? Well, that's math. Okay. All right. My wife's sister had a daughter who was acting weird in a medieval, kind of demonic sort of way. So her sister hired a priest to do an exorcism. And it worked. The kid calmed down. But then my sister-in-law didn't pay the priest, so her daughter got repossessed. I got the light. I've seen the light. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. My name's Notorious BFG, stands for Bald Fat Guy. Well, actually, Bald Fat Grandpa. I became a grandfather for the first time in January. Let's hear it for that. I'm on all the platforms, but finally this week, I'm really proud of something that I finally got done. I've been trying to do it for a long time. I hope you all will look it up and enjoy it because I posted my sex tape. Yeah. It's, I hope you enjoy it. It's a marvelous one-man show. And now since I got the light, I need some time to get off. So give me a second to get off.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Nobody wants to handle this microphone now. Notorious BFG, I'm out. Thank you.
Notorious BFG doing his Louis C.K. impression at the end there. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah.